Good afternoon. I am Shonda Mason, the proud principal here at Mary W. Jackson Fundamental Elementary School. We are the home of the Rockets, where each day we work to continue the tradition of excellence. To our school board members, the Honorable Chairwoman Ann Cherry, the Honorable Stephanie Jackson Afanja, the Honorable Tina Banks Gray, the Honorable Jason Samuels, our Hampton City Council, the Honorable Jimmy Gray, Vice Chair, the Honorable Councilman Chris Bowman, the Honorable Councilman Stephen Brown, and our Hampton City Schools Division Leadership Team, Dr. Jeffrey Smith, Superintendent, Dr. John Caggiano, Deputy Superintendent of Curriculum, Instruction, and Assessment, Dr. Stacia Barreau, Chief of Elementary School Leadership and Compensatory Programs, Dr. Raymond Haynes, Chief of Secondary School Leadership, Ann Bain, Director of Community and Legislative Relations, Kelly Gorel, Executive Director of Public Relations and Marketing. To our community partners and stakeholders, and last but certainly not least, the faculty, staff, students, and families of Mary Jackson, welcome. Today and moving forward, we embark upon a new year of achievements, both socially and emotionally, as well as academically. As the Mary Jackson Rockets, we are so proud. On behalf of the administrative team, it is my pleasure to welcome you all today as we celebrate this momentous occasion. Mary W. Jackson was a scientist, aerospace engineer, humanitarian, and scholar who not only achieved the highest honors in her field and went on to become NASA's first African-American female engineer in 1958, as we see highlighted in the blockbuster movie Hidden Figures. But as a humanitarian, she went on to make changes at NASA that were geared toward highlighting women and other minorities who were accomplished in the field of engineering as well. Inside of this building, we will work to emulate that very spirit of service, inclusivity, and academic excellence for all of our scholars. At this point in our program, we will hear from our distinguished guest, School Board Chair Ann Cherry, followed by Dr. Jeffrey Smith, Superintendent, and then the grandchild of Mary W. Jackson.
Thank you and good afternoon. I can't think of a better name, Home of the Rockets. That is perfect in the fact that this school is named for Mary W. Jackson. You know, the barriers of segregation and gender bias are two formidable barriers that are very, very difficult to overcome. Yet, that is exactly what Mary W. Jackson did. As you know, she was a graduate of Phoenix. They called it Phoenix Training School then, Dr. Smith. And she graduated from what was then Hampton University in 1942. But the thing that got me is that she double majored in math and physical science. Who does that? Especially in the 40s, man. And then she went on to UVA where she graduated, but Hampton-born mathematician and aerospace engineer, she would end up, as the principal has indicated, being NASA's first African-American female engineer. So when the school board was looking at selecting the names for the 5 schools we were renaming, I need to make it abundantly clear that it was one of our school board members, Ms. Tina Banks Gray, who was adamant that one of those schools had to be named for Mary W. Jackson. The school board was in big support of that, and we're honored today to be standing here saying we got it done. And as the principal also indicated, you know, she was featured in the movie, Hidden Figures. And I love the title because it really told the truth. So many great things that were going on, especially with African American women, were hidden. But for over a decade, the name of Mary W. Jackson and NASA were synonymous. But her biggest accomplishment in her mind was that later in her career, she was able to use her influence and her status to promote and recruit other women in the field of math, engineering, and science. She was just unselfish that way. So this Hampton native, Mary W. Jackson, and Congressional Gold Medal winner, is hidden no more because this school board has decided to honor her, and rightly so, with the naming of this school. Thank you.
You know, each time I follow Ms. Cherry as our chairwoman, you know, you really want to just give the benediction and like go home, right? So let me start by saying good afternoon to each of you, certainly to members of the Hampton City School Board, our state and city officials, as well as family members and other distinguished guests. Today will forever be known as a significant moment in our school division's and city's history as we come together to rename this school building the Mary W. Jackson Fundamental Elementary School. As I've said on other occasions, certainly on yesterday and today, our school board, they are to be members, they are to be commended for their courageous leadership in the recent renaming of 5 of our schools, and they deserve a hand of recognition for that. You heard our chairwoman say, and I certainly agree, that we are grateful for the rich legacy of Mary W. Jackson. Indeed, she certainly blazed the trail for women and minorities in STEM careers well before science, technology, engineering, and mathematics were known as STEM. And so as a school division, our commitment to our young people is that of rigorous, authentic learning so that our students are able to solve real-world problems and to graduate from Hampton City Schools college, career, and life ready. I want to thank you, and I certainly join the voices of our school board members in offering thanks to you for being present today. And certainly in a few minutes, we're going to cut the ribbon, but we look forward to you joining in. But prior to that, let me leave you with this challenge. I challenge us to remember the life of Mary W. Jackson and her dedication to education and equal opportunities for all. She certainly led the way for thousands, and now even more so in terms of thousands of young students who will now have opportunities to walk through these front doors named after her. What a rich legacy. Thank you for being present, and we look forward to you sharing with us in the ribbon cutting in just a few minutes.
How y'all doing? The Jackson family is honored to have. How y'all doing? The Jackson family is honored to have a Mary Winston Jackson Elementary School in the city of Hampton Roads. Mary Jackson was a wonderful teacher. She had a way of making you understand problems whatever type of problem it was, whether it was school or family problem. But she had a way of making you learn easy. If learning was fun when she was teaching you, so you can understand pretty much anything that you needed to know. She'd teach you where you could solve the problem. And I hope that that's the type of teachers that are developing in this school today. And I'm proud to know that someone's kids will be graduating from Mary Winston Jackson Elementary School going to middle school. And we're just honored to have that in the city of Hampton Roads. Hopefully one of my kids will be able to attend if I'm in the school zone. But no, they attended when it was Tucker Caps. But we're honored to have this in the city of Hampton Roads, and we just want to say thank you for everybody that was involved in this project coming forth. And that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much for those beautiful remarks. It is my honor to assist in cutting the ribbon, but I'd like to ask for my distinguished guest speakers, our school board and other elected officials, and the immediate family of Mary W. Jackson, as well as Miss Royal, assistant principal here, to please join me at the ribbon. At that time, it would be my distinct pleasure and privilege to declare that this school is now officially renamed Mary W. Jackson Fundamental Elementary School. As we make our way back to our seats for the conclusion of the program, thank you all so much. I do want to recognize we have a constitutional officer here with us, Sheriff Karen Bowden. We have a state senate serving the 2nd District, Senator Mamie Locke. And representing her is Mr. Chase Putney. State delegate serving the 92nd District, Delegate Gian Ward. And from the U.S. representative serving the 3rd District, representing Congressman Bobby Scott, is Mr. Thomas Alston. Thank you all for being here. To Ann Cherry, School Board Chair, Dr. Jeffrey Smith, Superintendent, and the beautiful grandchildren of Miss Mary W. Jackson, thank you all again for your very timely remarks as well as your support of our program today. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of our stakeholders, our community members, and friends of Mary W. Jackson Elementary School for your attendance today. I'd also like to extend another thank you to the Analytical Mechanical Associates, the American Facility Services, ABM, the Hampton City Schools Maintenance Department, Graphics, Print Shop, PEG TV, just the entire Hampton City Schools family who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure that this ceremony was a huge success. And I would be remiss if I did not mention Miss Vicki Holmes, school secretary here. She told us where to put everything, and we just followed her lead. Thank you for your vision and your excitement. Today signals a new beginning and a path of opportunities to cement a legacy here with even greater vision and purpose. Here at Mary Jackson, the Rocket faculty, staff, students, and our families are like no other. We bond together collaboratively with purpose as we fulfill the vision and mission of excellence for every child, every day, whatever it takes. To our stakeholders, continue to keep the students of Mary W. Jackson in the forefront of your minds. Support our school as we work to emerge as leaders academically as well as in service to our community. Again, thank you all for attending today, as well as our guests who join virtually. My students, staff, faculty are inside, and I would be remiss if I did not thank my most favorite people, my little ones who get out the car every day with smiles. They get off the bus, they're ready to learn. My teachers who tirelessly teach through Mass every day. You are appreciated. You are valued. Thank you for taking your class time today to present this to your students online so that they could be a part of the program. You all are so important. You mean the world to me. This program is you. Again, thank you for joining us, everyone. I will share with you that we are gearing up for dismissal. If you know anything about the car pickup line, it's serious business. So as you make your way to your cars, we do have a little memento for you to remember us and to remember this day. Again, thank you all for coming. Thank you for your support. Stay safe. And thank you again to the family of Mary W. Jackson. Thank you.